Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you've never subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like the content, and make sure notification bells are turned on. We are back on Arsenal Present where we discuss. I say discuss. No, what we discuss. Why am I having a tongue twister tonight? I guess I'm going through a lot.
Oh, yeah, you
Like I
went
said,
through a lot before this started.
I'm telling you, technology be acting kind of crazy, but we'll try and fix everything as we go
Yes, sir.
along, right?
Yes,
So,
yes,
Mr.
yes.
D, thanks for coming through.
No problem, man. Always a pleasure. It
So
always
we're
is,
going to be
especially
doing
after
the
Man U
Premier.
win, so it's always a pleasure.
So we're going to be doing the Premier League review for this weekend. We're going to start from the Manchester derby, the derby of the bald heads,
I
Manchester United
knew that was coming, but
versus
okay.
Manchester City. So, Mr. D, let me know your thoughts before I give my thoughts.
The game was all it was built to be. I mean, I expected a feisty encounter. The
Mm-hmm.
first half, City were out of sorts. They were being, all their plays was being stifled by Man United, and they didn't even have one shot on target all through the first half. Second half, Pep switched things around, and they came at Man United and they got their goal deservedly because they were on top of it from the second half, and then came the equalizer, the very very controversial equalizer, and I know City felt hard done by, and I understand why they felt hard done by. But if it's gonna give me 3 points, I'll take it. So,
You take it.
oh yeah, I gave you 3 points. That was manna from heaven, and they just had to yeah, thank you, God.
So,
And
are you?
but I'll say something. I looked at the stats of the game, right? And so that
Mm,
City had the possession, which they are always want to do. That's like their thing. They hold the ball. But all through the game, they had just one shot on target. That means Manchester United, the defenders and the midfielders did something right in stifling the big baby, Haaland. And what was that? Yeah. So it was a very, very feisty game that I enjoyed because Man U won. If Man U had even gotten the draw in the game, I still would have
mm-hmm.
enjoyed it because I was scared of one thing. You think Man U are on the path to resurgence, but certain games come and they just like crumble. But this time they did not crumble. They held their own, and I mean they're on the path. I'm excited.
So, Rashford's equalizer. If it was the other way around, will you take it?
Rashford, no, Bruno.
Oh, Bruno, sorry, Bruno equalizer, which Rashford was
Yeah,
blatantly offside.
he was in an offside position, that's for sure.
So,
And
if it was the other way
and
around,
saying
how would
the
I have
same
felt if it was the other way around?
the other way around, I'll feel very very much hard done by. I definitely will. I mean, he was in an offside position, and it's debatable him interfering play, but I
Oh,
think he
no, no,
did
no, 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 no,
interfere.
no. It's
I
not.
think
That was it.
no,
Was
it, no, it
interfering
is.
play.
It is. It's very,
So
very
why saying
debatable. I'm not.
debatable? I don't understand the
No,
use of
I said it is debatable.
how
It is because
how.
I've seen many people give pictures or angles of pictures that suits the narrative that he was offside and he interfered with play. I've also on the other side seen pictures that show that he was arguably not interfering play.
Semantics of Oburuku.
Sem-
Oboruku semantics. Oburuku. It is debatable. If you have same picture of Oburuku. Otubo boy. Can you stop lying to come on, debatable? What is debatable? That was a blatant offside. See, it's debatable. Why are we playing semantics?
and
So
this is why and this is why I tell you, right? I am not going to say one thing and mean the other thing. When I first started talking, I said Man City felt hard done by, and understandably so. But
Mhm.
it gave Manchester United 3 points, and I'm not going to kick against that. I'll take the
So
three
it was a
points
smash and
with
grab. Just take it, smash and grab.
yeah. I'll take it. It was smash
Mhm.
and grab, and if that happens against Arsenal too, and we get 3 points, I'll still take it.
You take it. Okay. So you think lightning can strike twice? So you're hoping that
Oh,
this coming Sunday you can
you
also
never
watch
can.
the
You never can tell. Lightning strikes. It could strike at the same place twice, and you'll be shocked.
So do you, sus- do you, sus- do you
Pun
subscribe
unintended.
do you subscribe to the argument that Haaland makes Manchester City weaker?
It's. All right, finish up. Yeah, I'm listening.
Because as for me, right, that game, not before when we did the preview, I think we did preview, right? And I told you this is the best chance for Manchester United to actually win the match because I've seen
You
how
actually said that.
they've been struggling. Haaland for me is a world class scorer, world class striker, but he's not a world class footballer. First of his attacks will come for me. Listen carefully. He's a world class scorer, striker, but he's not a world class footballer. Meaning, aside from scoring goals, he doesn't really give you anything tangible aside from scoring goals.
Yeah, and you actually started off this your last statement with an opening where you said, "Do you think Haaland is doing
He's making
more
them
than
weaker.
he's on his day? He'll give them the goals, right? But I kind of feel like there's this over dependency on him for goals that is kind of ruining what Pep's superpower before. Pep's
Yeah.
superpower before, his front three, anybody could score.
They're sharing goals.
Gundogan could score. Foden could score.
There was Jesus who
could
scored with his own. Sterling will
Jesus
score.
Sterling will score. Anybody could just whip up a goal. Even Fernandinho sometimes comes from deep and he gives those goals. Kyle Walker comes from his right wing. But right now there's this dependency on Haaland for goal mouth activity that is kind of hampering, it's kind of messing up his thing. And if you notice, even at Barcelona, in Bayern Munich, Lewy was still getting the goals for them. But still, Muller putting those goals. Did Gnabry play under Pep? I don't remember.
Who?
Serge Gnabry, did he play under Pep for Bayern Munich?
I don't think so. Even from days of Barca, we could tell that conventional number 9 he struggles with them.
He struggles with them. Thank you.
Ibrahimovic,
Ibrahimovic, Samuel Eto'o. He struggles with conventional number 9. So Haaland gives them goals on his day, but I think, and if you look at that game, he was just pocketed, and even the time he thought he had a shot at goal when Casemiro got the ball off of him. See how he was holding and yapping and backing like, yo, that was the penalty. Nobody gave him room to do his thing, and it messed City's front line up until Grealish came in and gave him that goal. He messed City's front line up. So it's very, very debatable, right? I mean, it is.
So let's look at. So looking at this, we consider you guys won 2-1. Shout out to you guys. So let's go to the next some of the other games real quick. See, we are doing a weekend review of the matches that we played this last week. Brighton against Liverpool. What has happened to Liverpool?
Oh yeah, that's a question for the gods, man. That's a question for the gods. Because
what has happened to Liverpool?
I don't think anybody that has blood flowing through their veins will be able to answer that question. I watched the highlights of the game. I just looked like Liverpool were Brighton and Brighton was Liverpool.
I'm telling you.
Because Brighton bossed, harassed, molested. Give me more verbs.
If you allow me to say certain words I want to use on this stream, we are going to get a strike.
Okay, I think that's that. Brighton were all over Liverpool.
See, they pulled Liverpool's pants down real quick.
Oh boy, they went medieval on Liverpool.
See, that my this Mitoma was what his name was. He was rinsing Trent. He was rinsing Trent. When Trent was getting dry, he started rinsing the other centre half. What's his name? The Cameroonian. No, the Cameroonian. Matip. He will rinse Trent. He will rinse Matip. He will then rinse a little bit of Konate. Oh Lord. It was a bloody rinse.
And to think that scoreline 3-0 for the way Brighton played.
Flattered Liverpool. It flattered Liverpool. Flattered Liverpool.
To think it did, and you'll be like, Liverpool? Because the game, I actually didn't watch the game because I was like, okay, Liverpool might.
Oh, you missed. I watched the game. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I felt like they will use that game to get the spring back in their steps. But actually, Brighton used the game to show them who's boss.
They showed them as a Klopp had to apologize to the fans at the end of the game. Like, we're sorry for his performance. Even though I understand the performance of Liverpool players was kind of shoddy, but let's be real. I think Brighton made them look so average.
Think about it. Brighton didn't have Trossard.
Yeah. Exactly.
They didn't have Trossard. Somebody else
But
filled in for
but
Trossard.
they have a way of replacing
They have.
their players.
I feel like Brighton have this style of play that they've mastered so well that
Mhm.
if you don't, as a manager, study the way they play and look for a way to stifle their free flowing football,
Yeah.
they will just rinse you.
And aside from that, what does that tell you about Potter? It shows that Potter was not the mastermind of Brighton. It's just that they have a good structure that makes managers thrive. At that football club, sometimes
Hmm.
certain football structures make certain managers thrive.
And
Because
I was
Potter left, people were thinking the structure might fall apart.
yeah, it might
But
fall apart.
sorry,
And I was actually thinking Potter laid the framework and he left prematurely. And I was
no.
like,
Remember, I
okay,
told you that it looks like he was taking the wrong job. Now, Uzobia is
yeah,
coming, I think they're even scoring more goals than when Potter was there.
that when Potter was in charge. So
Yeah.
do you think I was also of the viewpoint that Potter just needs a bit more time at Chelsea to get them playing?
Yeah, for me, you don't give a see. It's very easy for the English media to say, "Oh, give them time." Oh, Arsenal give Arteta time. Shut the fuck up. Shut your lying ass mouth up. Like that's not
Arteta,
that's not. Yeah, see, there are
Arteta,
nuances. There are nuances, and there's things that they don't point out. Number one, Arteta has worked with world class players at Man City, training them as an assistant. So he's not going to be shell shocked or starstruck with players earning in excess of £250,000 per week.
yeah, word.
Arteta won FA Cup in his first 6 months. Within the industry, a lot of managers were written Arteta already. Compared to Potter Oystein, then Brighton, where the average player earns 20K per week. Are we serious? I understand the English media want Potter to succeed by all means in English stocks and English buyers, but
Yeah,
can we lay down all the facts and stop lying? See,
and
no matter if you give Potter 100 years, I'm sorry, he's not that guy. He's not that guy.
no, he's not. And
Have
Potter,
you seen his pre-match and post-match conferences?
he
It's like,
okay.
come,
Do you know what Potter's situation reminds me of? When Moyes took over Manchester United.
yeah.
Literally,
Let me give you a better example. It reminds me of when Carlos Queiroz, when he left Alex Ferguson and went to Real Madrid, thinking he can do what Alex Ferguson was doing at Manchester United. See, if you're
yeah,
not that guy, you are not that guy.
no,
See,
if you're
there's
not, you're
nothing
not.
wrong with you being a fantastic manager for a mid-table team. That is your forte. That is where you belong. Stay there, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're
See,
right.
Potter is not that guy, and he won't be
He's
that guy. I'm sorry.
he's also he has this kind of why I was just trying to bring it that Moyes analogy was the kind of defeatist and looking out of his place demeanor that he
It-
carries
I
into
like that.
games.
He looks out of place at Chelsea.
Yeah,
Look at his
into
tone.
games,
He doesn't have the
into
aura, the
games,
charisma.
into press conferences. It's just it just looks like what am I doing here? But I just have to be here because I've been hired.
See, I don't have any hate against
No,
Chelsea. They say, "Oh, because
absolutely.
I'm not a fan."
And you know what? Let's give him. He might still turn the tables around. He
Nah,
might. I'm
stop
not
it.
saying he will.
See, Di
I'm not.
Matteo
No,
won the Champions League for Chelsea. Like, let's stop it. He is not that guy.
he
He might
he
stumble and
no.
win
He might
something.
not. He might not. But he might.
No, I'm sorry. I might be wrong. I'm not God. I might be wrong, right? But right now, what I'm saying, I don't think it's that guy. It's just an opinion and it's subject to change with new information. For what I'm saying now, it's not that guy. I'm sorry. So let's move to Everton, Southampton.
I
What's going on
don't
with
see.
those lords? They're struggling. Even though their
I don't
fans are
see.
actually giving some of the directors headlock. There was a news during the week that they were threatening directors not to come and watch their match,
Oh
and
yes,
somebody
I
went
saw
to the
that.
car park and put one of their directors in a headlock. Claude,
Wait, I didn't see that news. I
oh,
actually.
you missing? I'm like, come on. I understand football is an emotional game, it's a passionate game. Like, why are we getting very physical with this thing?
Oh, and
Like,
let's. And talking about physicality. Well, I think you're still coming up with that. Okay, I'll leave that for you to bring it up when you move ahead. But
yeah, like, so Everton, I understand they spend a lot of
Everton,
money, they're languishing.
what was their score? Yeah, they lost 2-1 to
They lost 2-1
Southampton.
to Southampton, yeah.
Lampard, despite media touting him as having an okay defense, but the problem is scoring goals. He has to get his act together, or else he'll be out of a job soon because it's not
No.
working.
Why is not sacked? Because an English boy. Is the English tax? Is the English
we all
tax?
know we all know why he hasn't been sacked yet. So
Exactly. It's the English tax. So it is what it is. So Wolves won against West Ham. Why is David Moyes still at the job?
because he's David Moyes, he kind of
Another English tax. See, if those managers were not English, oh
wait,
Lord.
why do you if they were not, why do you think the likes of Roy Hodgson, Sam Allardyce, please keep the name for me. They had this way of going around certain
Are
jobs,
is getting
coming back
recycled.
in, going
They're
recycled.
recycled. Mhm.
Yeah, because they are indigenous. So I'm not even going to talk that. Let me not bring certain this into your channel.
So Brentford won against Baltimore. So let's go
Yeah.
to the Ogbefi. Let's move to the Ogbefi.
The Chiefs.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Before I
Okay.
give my before I gloat, tell me what you thought about that match. Let me before I gloat, I want you to lead the preamble.
That match from what I saw, it looked like Spurs came thinking, oh well, let's see what we can do. But in the long run, they did not want to bend over, but they got bent over. And Hugo Lloris, I don't know why he's still being considered a top goalkeeper, but for all the gaps that he keeps breaking on the field of play. I think he's gone past his day. And Spurs, I don't know if the problem is Conte, the problem is the players, but there's just something
Oh,
fundamentally wrong with that
wait.
team.
Are you being disingenuous? What do you mean? Don't know whether? Okay, let me ask you
I
a straight
don't know.
question.
I
Do
don't know
you
the
think
problem is
Conte is a
Conte.
world-class manager at this moment?
Not, nah, I don't want to judge him based on what he has at
Oh,
Spurs.
come on. Answer the damn question.
Wait, hold on.
Do
Do
you
you
think?
think? Okay, I'll counter that with a question. If you respond, you
No,
get
no,
your
no,
answer.
no. Don't be blood Nigerian. Answer the question, then you can ask me a question. Like, what are you doing on my stream? Come on, behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Conte is an okay manager, which I'm happy that Man U didn't sign last season, but he's an okay manager.
But you wanted him. You once wanted him, right?
I did, but thank God I didn't get
Yeah.
him.
You shows how high your football IQ is. You wanted him.
Oh wow, nice Saka, nice one. Good,
No,
nice one.
how can you want Conte? Because see, I understand that his resume looks
Because yeah, no, that's the thing. His resume speaks for him. He did good with Chelsea.
no, it
He
looks
did
good
good.
on
He
the
did
surface.
he did good at Inter Milan. He did. Yeah, that's
Mm.
he's feisty. He has his own. Conte has his own
So
side.
okay, let me ask you
But
a question. Do you like his style of football? Exactly. See the fact that you paused to answer the question. See, I never liked his style of football, even when Arsenal was going through the the terrible run when the club was on the floor and some fans were asking and requesting the club to employ. I'm like, employ who? Conte. You can never see, even though he was winning trophies, I never loved the kind of football he was playing.
oh, I wish you guys had gone for him.
Nah, you wish. Like, nah. Like this guy, people were saying he improves players. Why can't he improve sports players? How can you be always going behind in
Spurs,
every first half? What
Spurs,
kind of
and
tactical? How tactical
Spurs.
is that? For the last 10 matches, this guy has gone behind. Make it
He
make
has gone
sense.
behind. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And for someone who has the firepower of Hurricane up front there with Son, and
Yeah.
he
Okay,
just
let's take away the firepower. Do you tell me even Baltimore, the mid table teams in the English Premiership, do they always go behind in all their games?
no, they
Come on, let's
don't.
be real.
When people when this derby was coming up and people were saying, "Oh, it's a make or break derby for Arsenal," and
Oh
it's going to
Lord.
be, I told myself like, listen, that match is not going to be any make or break for Arsenal. Arsenal should beat these guys.
Yeah,
Well,
we have better players. We are playing better than them. We look more
way
organized
better,
than
like
them.
way better. There's a structure. Arsenal is like a complete team. It's not even like Arsenal is a complete team right now, and Spurs is just
I like where you're coming from your mouth. Say it again.
no. I hope you'll be able to say it about another team that you dislike.
I've already said that Man U is doing well. I mentioned I said Man U is actually doing well since they brought Casemiro to the middle of the park. Have I not said? I said it in the last preview. I said it.
Okay, you did.
So
All right.
I see. I will. I'm not
So
as a.
please don't. Hey, when somebody is throwing compliments, take the compliments in good faith, and don't take it and rub it back
Regardless
in
of
person's
your
face.
bow-headed manager, I always give you guys compliments. Like, come on, come on.
Now, what has Ten Hag's ball got to do with what you're talking about now?
No, I just have to remind you. Is it a ball? Is
So
it not?
at least it's better than some people that will put hair oil in their head and stand on the touchline like
Come on. See, if you see the hairline of my manager, Tessa, sharp. That is my manager. Have you seen my manager? Are you my manager? Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
He's feeling like one Pierce Brosnan in his youth
Come
right
on.
now. Abi.
So Arsenal won at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which we've not done for the past 9 years. I love the fact that we went there and taught them a lesson, won convincingly. Harry Kane didn't get his traditional penalty this time, and I love
No,
that.
he did not get
He
it.
did not get traditional
He did not get
penalty this time. So
And,
let's look at the table. I think it's time for us to look at the table and see what we are doing on the table. Let's see where Manchester United is languishing on the table.
We're not languishing, dude.
So that's why Arsenal has played 18 games. We've won
Yeah.
15, 2 draws, 1 loss. Manchester United have played 18 games. They've won 12, drawn 2, and lost 4. They're looking nice. They've won their last 5 matches. Shout out to Manchester United. Woo! Won their last 5 matches. Arsenal have won their last 4 and drawn 1. Not too bad.
Mhm.
So tell me about Manchester United. Were you actually anticipating this kind of turnaround in fortunes?
No, I was not. I was not at all. I felt like the style of play, even when the team wasn't playing well, the style of play looked like okay. They were getting a pattern. They were like looking like okay, these guys are going somewhere. But I actually did never. I was like, let's just hope at the end of the season they are somewhere where they are right now. At least fourth, third, something. But this, okay, sometimes it's easy to go on a run, but keeping that run, that's where the work lies, right? So now it
Yeah.
looks like they're doing well. When these games keep coming piling, when Champions League starts, the other cup games that they're in, piles up, they're
Okay.
going to be able to keep this run going. But it looks like they're actually playing well, and yeah, they're on a path.
So let's look at your next game on Wednesday, Crystal Palace against Manchester United. Let me know, what do you think? Are you confident?
Selhurst Park has never been a fun place to go, but I'm confident that they will nick this one. It's going to be slim margins, but they will nick it because Selhurst Park looks like those guys have a thing. Whenever Man U come into town, they're like, "You guys, am I wrong?" And usually it's like a really,
Crystal
really bad
Palace,
thing.
their form has not been the greatest form.
It
I think
hasn't.
they've lost their last 4, so
It
it's
hasn't.
looking. They might need to actually end. They might actually need to end the slump. So Manchester United coming into town.
It might give them that kick that they need in the behind to, get up and play
Exactly.
and play good football. But I'm just like, if Man United can nick that game and get 3 points, it's going to be going above Man City with a point, and that's good to see. So if we can be
Okay.
second to the end of the season, oh my God, I'll be happy.
Okay, give me a picture for that match then.
For what? Which one? Against Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace against Manchester United on Wednesday.
I want to say 2-0.
I like your conviction and your confidence. I like that. And I'm looking at a draw. I think Crystal Palace will want to actually redeem their image. They've lost the last 4, last 5. They need something to put it. I know Manchester United are in a rich vein of form, but I think this will be a different matter. The lights on a Wednesday evening. Let's see what Crystal Palace can do.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, and hopefully I'll smile at the end.
Hopefully you don't smile. Hopefully I'll invite you to do.
Hey, listen, Man U is no threat to you. Man U is no threat to you, okay? We're just looking for our second. And if you
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay. Okay, thanks for coming through to this English Premiership review of the matches that were played on the weekend, and a slight preview to the match on Wednesday against Crystal Palace. So your last words as we round up.
Last words, Arsenal, good going, keep it going, and it would be nice to see some another team aside Chelsea and Man City win the league for a change.
Exactly.
I hope you guys have what it takes. Yeah, I just wish that your fans were not as loud mouthed as they are, but hey,
No, it comes with territory, so you just suck it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Suck
my
it up. And
my last word, I hope Crystal Palace can put a dent into your run, and let's see how much you guys can do for guys. Please like the video if you're watching the playback, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and make sure the notification bells are turned on, and we'll see you guys on the next one.